FanDuel read. So get ready. The sports
are still sporting?
No, they're not.
But not because FanDuel tells us they are.
No.
Instead, you heard us talk about FanDuel before. It is America's #1 sportsbook. And right now, if you want to bet on the Seattle Seahawks, Cleveland Browns preseason game this week, the Browns, 1.5-point underdogs. You get the juice with the Browns if you want to place a little wager on the Browns. But we have a little something different for you guys coming up. Now, today through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Then with the YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon out-of-market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel anytime. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to download America's #1 sportsbook. I wonder if FanDuel could put up wagers or odds so people could bet on who the Browns starting left tackle will be in week 1 because it's certainly up in the air. According to Kevin Stefanski, who spoke with the media following their game against Minnesota on Sunday, let us know that Jedrick Wills is still on the PUP list and not practicing. Jack Conklin has yet to practice. James Hudson is out for a while with an ankle injury. Hakeem Adeniji out for a while with a knee injury, and Germain Ifedi, who hurt his hand in the game, is listed as day-to-day, but should be able to at least practice this week.
So Ifedi's probably going to be the starter at left tackle. He is
against Seattle.
He is a veteran.
Yes.
He played for Seattle. He got drafted in the first round by Seattle 8 years ago.
With Tyvis, same draft class.
With Tyvis, it was the same. Now, he has not been a starter. He hasn't started a game in, I believe, 3 years. He didn't play last year. I don't know if he was hurt or he just didn't play. In fact, I don't think he's played since the middle of the 22 season. No. He played the full 22 season, but he was a backup. He didn't start a game. And he's your sixth tackle because you have the top 3 guys we know, and their swing tackles, Hudson, he's hurt. You mentioned.
I think Hudson will be back, though, won't he?
But I don't think for this week.
I don't care about this week.
He said not this week, but he could be back.
But he stinks too. I mean, it's not like he's
any
good.
I know.
Yeah. The problem is you've committed to playing Deshaun Watson in this game.
Yeah.
They said even with all these injuries, they're going to play him in this game. Now, I don't know how much he's going to play, but the guy hasn't been on the field in a long time. So they want him to play this week, but you have the Dreck of the Dreck at left tackles. I mean, you're either starting Hudson, who stinks, Ifedi, who's a bust and is in his 30s and hasn't played much for 2 years. I mean, I think they should be out on the free agent market. Mike and I were talking about this. Did you want me to hold on this?
Yeah, we'll get to the free agents in a sec, but just the current situation.
They should be out on the market. Listen, we talked last week, I can't remember what day it was or whatever, about the fact that
it was Friday.
It was
concerns
Friday?
about the offense and just
right,
in general.
In general, I have some concerns about this offense. I'm concerned about every part of this offense right now. But this is a glaring, like my shirt, although it doesn't look red on the TV. It looks more like, I don't know what color.
No, it looks very red, trust me.
It does? On this screen, it doesn't look as red to me. But anyway, it's a shining red light what's going on at left tackle. This is a major problem right now. Doesn't mean whoever they might use, week 1, he might play great. Deshaun Watson could throw for 300 yards. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
But it's hard to be confident in any aspect of the offense right now. But left tackle is a massive concern at the moment.
Zach called it a crisis after the Vikings game.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. That's not overreaction. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Mike said, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your concern? 9.5, 9 3/4.
At left tackle?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The only reason it's not a 12 or 13 is because we're still a couple weeks out from Dallas, and
right.
like
20 days.
So I mean, yes, you got to muddle through and get through the Seattle game, and obviously you don't want to get your starting quarterback killed. But I think they're going to be very vanilla when he's out there, and it's just going to be quick and short,
Yeah.
get it out quick. But the only reason it's not higher than a 9.5 is because we still have a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
But this Jedrick Wills thing it's weird.
What is happening?
Weird. Nobody know. Like, we are 8 to 9 months removed now from something that should have been at most probably maybe 6 months.
So
no one is saying anything.
There was no talk at all in the offseason about Jedrick Wills not being ready for camp, let alone maybe not being ready for the start of the season.
Yeah.
And Jason, if they're ruling it, when Kevin Stefanski spoke, was it Saturday after the game or did he speak Sunday? I can't remember now.
He did both.
Okay. When he spoke over the weekend, I can't remember which press conference he said this.
You're referencing the Sunday. I know what he.
Okay,
I
so
know
on
what you're gonna
Sunday,
say.
he completely ruled out Jed
week.
for this week.
Yeah.
He's
So-
not practicing this week. He said he will not practice. This week.
So he's not going to play.
Well, that's my point. But I'm saying he's not even practicing.
So if Jed Wills is in a position where I've got to rule him out a week early, how can I think he's going to be ready for week 1?
Yeah.
And what happened? There was none of this. We talked about a lot of guys coming back from injury this offseason. We never had a conversation about Jed Wills being ready for week 1.
He was scoped in December. It's August.
Yeah.
Like this something has happened along the way. And at first, like, I didn't really pay much attention to it when he's missing spring
Right, the beginning
and
of
summer.
camp, you're like,
and
whatever.
it's like, whatever. Like, Jed didn't like to practice when he's healthy.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. And I'm being sarcastic, but I'm really not. Like,
Yeah.
Jason, real quick, I told Bull this yesterday. I heard from someone who usually knows pretty well the Browns are frustrated with Will's effort to get back on the field. And I'm not sure if that lines up with stuff you've heard or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I heard
Have you heard
that
anything
rumor.
of that nature?
I'm not going to say that they're frustrated with his effort to get back on the field, but I think there's major concern just in general about the offensive line.
It's weird because Kevin Stefanski said he's working real hard to get back.
Oh, they all say that. He says that about everybody.
I don't know. I was almost like, is he sending a message between the lines?
He's
He doesn't
protecting
send
his guys.
messages. Fair enough. Okay.
But this is, it's just weird. Something, either there is a setback along the way, or he's not trying. Something is wrong. It should not take this long. And again, like, you think, okay, no veterans like training camp, so maybe he's just delaying this.
Right, but he ain't Batonio. I mean,
no, but I'm just saying, guys will come back toward the end.
Sure.
But we're at the end.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to go.
And even if you're doing that, you got to play the game that Deshaun Watson plays.
Yeah.
If that's what you're doing here.
Yeah. And like, we saw him at the Greenbrier and he wasn't moving well. But again, you don't read much into it.
Right.
Because it's Jed. He never moves well. He never looks like he's enjoying himself or having fun. He always looks like he's miserable on the field. But we are at the point now where this is a major, major concern. Like, it's time to break the glass. If we're having this conversation, if another week goes by and he's still not out there, this is a huge problem.
Yeah, I mean, they don't, Conklin, I guess in theory, could have played left tackle, but he's not healthy. Like, what's his status? He hasn't practiced at all yet either.
No, he's coming off a much more significant
But
thing.
it's been 12 months or 11 months for him.
Yeah. It was week one.
It was right at the
week
beginning
one.
of the season. So
week one or week 2.
I mean, we're a couple of weeks shy of it being a full year.
Yeah.
Obviously, Adeniji has started for the Bengals a little bit. He's bounced around, but he's not very good. He's hurt. We know James Hudson stinks. I mean,
Hudson's their best bet right now.
And he's terrible.
But that's their best bet.
About Hudson real quick, the fact that he was, I don't think he's, I'm trying to phrase this right. The fact he played as much as he did against Minnesota, and the plan was to play as much as they did, even after the joint practices where Stefanski said we're not playing starters.
Yeah.
I don't think his status is as locked in as you guys may be making it seem as the swing tackle.
Well, I mean, they got so many injuries, he's definitely going to make the team. But I get what you're saying. Like, they obviously don't think that highly of him if he's playing in that game when all the other starters are not playing. I know he needs the reps, but
I think he needs the reps. Don't everybody else?
Listen, if Jed Wills is not ready to go week 1, this is a major problem.
Yeah.
And it's a problem they have to address. I'm surprised we didn't hear about them working out tackles yesterday.
Well, I do, like, if we get to the end of, like, I don't know that there's, I mean, think about it. Rosters are 90 right now, right?
Right.
So you're picking from the worst of the really bad.
But there's a couple of free agent tackles. Now, I don't know what kind of shape they're in.
But the reason, if they're, like, I saw Mike's list and, like,
Yeah.
I can never pronounce his name, from Green Bay.
Bakhtiari.
If-
We'll get to it in one second,
yeah.
but you can make this point.
If he could stand up, he would be in a camp somewhere. Somebody would have him in a camp.
Maybe he wants to wait till the last second. You're probably right. But it's desperation
But
time.
I think
at least they're proven pros.
But I think you have better odds right now of waiting for cuts.
Yeah.
And waiting for either making a trade toward the end when a
Yeah.
team is up against it numbers wise, or waiting for a team to make a cut and then going and picking somebody up.
Listen,
rather than picking somebody off the street who's not
Yeah.
even in the top 90 right now across 30 teams.
Go ahead, Mike.
Let me ask you guys this
Yeah.
then, and we'll talk about the free agent options in one sec. But if you look at the current roster, are you guys giving DeJuan Jones reps at left tackle this week? Is Batonio still athletic enough to slide out to left tackle if the Browns needed him to do so you could play one of your other guards who may have a little less of a drop-off from the start to bottom. Like, look at the guys currently on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, I think the
Jones,
answer,
Bitonio,
the best answer might
options?
be Bitonio.
I don't know if Bitonio, and I don't know this.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he loves the idea of
He probably hates
sliding
it.
to tackle. Yeah, I don't know that.
But he's a team guy.
But they might not have a better option.
Yeah, DeWan to left tackle has never really been
They're
a
not doing
thing.
that.
I think that he had so much to learn at right that they want to just leave that alone.
No.
And I don't know that you really want to put that on him to make that.
I think if it's a 1 week thing, let's say they think Jedrick Wills could be back week 2. I don't think it's a terrible idea to play Bitonio at left tackle for 1 week, even though he wouldn't like it. I think he can handle it for 1 week. I don't know. Listen, there's no good answer. The free agent, I get what you're saying. There's good names on there. There's interesting names, but why are they not in camp?
Because
anybody getting cut, I mean, how good can they be?
But it's better than guys who aren't even in camp. I mean, there is no great answer.
No, yeah.
There is no great solution.
Let's look at the free agent list, Mike.
We'll get to. Let me do a read real quick.
All
just
right,
so we can
give it
split
a
this
read.
up. But we'll talk about the free agents because it may be their best bet to find some help at left tackle. And we're going to bring you this list of free agents